force this match into extra time. That's the first thing I tell them. And then I tell them that, gentlemen, this is the semi-final of the biggest schoolboy match that any of you have played in your lives. You need to enjoy it. You need to forget about the disappointments of the first half. You need to play football as you know you can. You need to use the ball better. You need to be judicious in your passing. You need to support your teammates, and where mistakes are made, you need to give a rallying cry rather than give a statement of reproach. You need to get yourselves together. It's a unit that we came here as. We're going to lose as a unit. Let's go out there and enjoy ourselves. Forget the frailties and the mistakes of the first 45 minutes.
Well, they would have seen this all before against the Jamaica College unit, where they had the opportunity to come back into past contests, but it just didn't happen.
And that's why JC will believe that they have this Holy Trinity team beat already. They will not be complacent in the second half, but they'll know that they have more in their locker than this Holy Trinity team has, and that if they do what they do under normal circumstances, they should see themselves home. So theirs is a very high level of confidence, not false confidence. It's built on the fact that the last 5 games they've scored 11 goals to Holy Trinity's 1.
So the second half is on the way here at the National Stadium. It's Dawkins who's trying to get by Mario Cole. Got a knock. And he's going to get a free kick for Jamaica College. A bit upset with the fact that he got a knock there, Donovan Dawkins. But I don't think a lot will injure him. JC, of course, will slow the game down, as is their right to do. Comfortably ahead by 2 goals to 0. They sent quite a few players up to the edge of the box, about 5 of them. McGee's the one who's taken this one at the near post. First touch was a poor one from Ronaldo Brown.
Yeah, I think Brown is destined to score in this final. He can't. I don't think he'll sleep otherwise, even if JC go on to win this game. He's had so many chances and been in so many promising areas. He must score.
It's his final year in the Manning Cup for Jamaica College, so he really wants to leave on a high note. Not with his just the school winning, of course, but for him to make an impact himself. Dwayne Williams in the goal for JC. Tariq McGee. Actually scored the winner to beat Wilmers in the Manning Cup final in 2013.
They say good players, the hallmark of good players is that they always have time on the ball. Tariq McGee personifies that. He just trots around the field, and when he has it, like he has all day to make up his mind to do what he wants. Brilliant little play.
Beautiful movement there to find Donovan Dawkins. Dawkins inside the box now, hooks it across. And there are quite a few Holy Trinity players inside the box.
Excellent defending by Zifroso. North of wearing number 6, Shamar Farmer there.
JC not easing up at all. They have dominated the possession as the ball is pulled across the face of goal, looking for Duhaney Williams. Malik Powell did well over on the far side. This is Johnny Talbot. He was doing the fouling. It's a free kick to Holy Trinity. Again, just the 4 players going up for Holy Trinity. This one is sent to the edge of the box, headed further inside. Holy Trinity looking like a one-trick pony so far in this contest, and it's really not working. But here's Jamaica College coming the other way through Ronaldo Brown. Brown decides to take a shot towards goal, and it's wide and high.
Yeah, but you say that with some derision. I'm suggesting that you give him more credit than that. He was trying to bend it into that top left-hand corner. Got it wrong, but the idea was good. The execution, not so good. But I don't want to encourage that from my front man.
Dawkins on the ball. Gets by one. Almost walked through him, Dawkins. McGee now to Robinson. Here is Willis. Willis, a beautiful movement. JC just losing the possession there, and it goes into touch.
Yeah, Doheny Williams treating the ball in that occasion as if it had fire on it. He's talking about the physicality of Donovan Dawkins, Donald, and how imposing he is. He wasn't a patch on the man who wore number 4 for them last year, Zeron Sewell. The guy we called Man Mountain, who played so very well in that final win over at Sabina Park.
Provided the cross for the goal.
Yeah, brilliant cross. After we had spent all night castigating him for his inability to cross the ball.
He's now off to college, Virginia Commonwealth University in the United States, Seoul.
Yeah. He was a talented boy. And amazing also that Donovan Dawkins, the man who's playing in running the outside right, outside left channel, played last season as a right back, a midfielder, finished up as a centre forward, match winner. Amazing, his transformation over the course of the season.
The definition of a utility player, the example Donovan Dawkins.
Yes.
Here's Holy Trinity. Can they redefine comeback? Be the example. Shea Smith is offside, right?
Clever, very clever from Jimmy Talbot. Looked across at the line and realized that Smith was ahead of it. And just held his run while the forward strayed. It has been very frustrating for him. But he needs to maintain his concentration. The law of averages suggests, Donald, he will get a chance.
2-0 is a dangerous scoreline as well. Get one back and you're just trailing by the goal.
Every scoreline is dangerous. AC Milan will tell you that 3-0 is a dangerous scoreline.
That's true. That's true. Every Liverpool fan scoring that as a precious memory. The Champions League final. Willis on the ball. Finds Dwayne Williams. Oh, he has pace. Williams plays it inside the box. Ronaldo Brown was at the same wavelength. Probably the pass was just a little bit too much for him. Tyreek McGee on the ball. Bill Davis now. Bill Davis looking for the return pass from Dawkins. Dawkins goes the other way. Tyreek McGee remains down. May just put this one into touch. Howell on the ball. Howell sends this one over the top.
I tell you what, McGee's done because Fabrizio Burton came in with a very robust challenge as McGee ran across the pitch looking for space and looking for passing option. It was a firm challenge, but it was fair. The kind of tackling I felt they should have employed Holy Trinity from the start of this contest. Here he comes. Well, that
was actually unfair.
It was a foul. I thought he caught his foot, but he caught his leg.
Yeah. Lucky to get away with that person.
Studs raking down the Achilles. The referee didn't see that.
Obviously, yeah. Here's Holy Trinity. Ball played to the edge of the box. JC doing some stubborn defending there. Willis comes away with it now. Has Williams for an option. Finds Williams. Williams has the beating of his marker. Needs a good ball inside the box, but across comes Burton. Puts that one into touch.
A Thierry Henry-esque change of pace from Doheny Williams. That was 50-50, or at least so the defender thought. And then Williams got there in a flash.
And then got by him.
Yeah, and increased the tempo and blew by the defender. Wow, he's quick.
He's taken the majority of the free kicks so far. Tyreek McGee. Here's with the corner kick at the back post. It's Willis. Now it's back with Dawkins. Willis trying to win it once more. It's gone in touch. It's going to be a throw into Jamaica College, taken quickly. Dawkins on the ball. Davis to Ronaldo Brown. Brown finds Tyreek McGee. McGee can shoot from there. It's wide.
Brilliant again from the young man. About 3 step overs to befuddle the defender to buy himself some space and time, and also to steady himself for the left-footed shot. But the ball just wouldn't cooperate, and the dip inside Ricketts' right-hand post.
Wanted some curl on that one. Wasn't curling.
Yeah, the ball is headstrong. Change by Holy Trinity, Donald. Number 15 has entered the park, Roy Evelyn.
Here's Dawkins. Switching over to the right-hand side, finds Williams. That's a good find. Willis. Howell now. Howell gets by 1. Plays it inside to Williams. One touch passing by JC. Now it's with McGee on the ball. Willis. Needs a good service inside the box, Howell. Just ran out of room, but he does win the corner for JC.
Yeah, 10 minutes deep into the second half, Donald, and it's as if Holy Trinity have given up the ghost already, and it's almost as if it's damage control for them, have shown nothing going forward. Lloyd Reynolds takes a seat, and Roy Evelyn enters the park in place of him.
Reynolds didn't do a lot, did he?
In keeping with the Holy Trinity performance.
McGee with the corner kick. High inside the box. Keeper comes out and punches it. Comes out as far as Bell Davis. It's over the top.
Good punch by Ricketts just now in the Holy Trinity goal. Has made his mistakes, but has also come up big for his team on occasion. Good goalkeeping there.
This Manning Cup. Here's Shea Smith getting by 1, couldn't get by Bill Navis. Navis gives it up a little bit too easy. Jabari Howell sends the spot inside. JC managing to clear the lines as far as Burton with the shot. It's high and wide. Goal kick JC.
Yeah, had some time, Burton. Maybe disappointed with that. But nothing more than scraps. That's the Kingston College team. That accounted for the increase in the decibel levels a moment or two ago. You said they came out to cheers, also a smattering of boos from their foes in the stands.
It's the story of their lives, or the life of a KC athlete, actually. Liked and disliked in equal measure, you think.
There's not one Holy Trinity player on the pitch who has shown, I'm not saying that there's not one who can do it, but there's not one who has shown this afternoon that they can be accurate with the long pass consistently.
Smith was pulled down.
Has to be a booking referee. No? Gets away.
Talking to
Mr. Talbot.
Johnny Talbot trying to be a little bit cheeky there.
All right, so a 2-0 down, Donald. Count the number of Holy Trinity men in the box. 4. That's my case.
There's a 5th one working here. It's Burton.
And a 6th one. All right, so they're doing a little better. There's a 6th man walking slowly into the box. Well, he eases off. Only 5 to aim for.
This is one center line channel and they run out of room.
This happens sometime, you know. The team talk to be conservative, to hold, and then strike with precision. Holy Trinity seems to be stuck in the hold mode. And let's not forget that they got this glorious chance in the first half when they caught the JC defense flat. Didn't take it. Samuel sliding into rock behavior. However, the only 50-50s won against the JC win this afternoon.
There's another challenge coming in. Just past the hour mark. Jamaica College still in control in this Manning Cup semi-final. Dawkins now on the ball. Has some space in front of him. Decides to cut it back. Probably didn't have the pace he felt to make a run inside the box. This is Duhaney Williams. Finds Howell. Howell inside, looking for Ronaldo Brown. The keeper got a crucial touch on that one. He had to. Kevon Ricketts. Now here's Holy Trinity. Can they counter? No, they can't. Story of their night.
One man with 3 defenders swarming all over him.
McGee. Holy Trinity, they get it back to Burton. Now Evelyn. Back to Burton. Back to Evelyn, the substitute. Sense a little bit more urgency from Holy Trinity as he tried to come forward. It's along the right channel, looking for Smith, and he does well, Jermaine Bennett.
It was a good ball. Smith had to do better there. Had to take that ball on his right. But this is the cross, whipped in wickedly, but good interception by Ricketts. We say he has had a mixed bag. Awful decision making for the penalty he gave away. But agile and alert right there, reading the situation early.
Well to put that one into touch for Holy Trinity. Howell was so short, Manny Howell. Another Holy Trinity player down. Looks to be Mario Cole.
Yeah, the one thing Duhaney Williams has not done this afternoon, Donald, is having driven into the box as he has done so often and beating his man, to go for goal. He has always sought to lay the ball off. I'm not suggesting that he should abandon his game plan, which is to set up, because he's a provider from wide. But it's just that with his quality, you would expect him to be testing the keeper on occasion. That's the bad decision that Ricketts made.
Yeah, and Queen Robinson converting from the penalty spot. That's his 3rd goal this season. Ricketts could do nothing about that one. And then the 2nd goal again, some good work there by Williams, setting up Malik Howell. And he too got his 3rd goal this season. And again, there was nothing Ricketts could do about the finish there.
Yeah, some accommodating defending from the Holy Trinity players. Cole looks to be in real trouble, still down. Getting treatment looks to be to the calf. The left calf. may only be cramp, although it's odd to see schoolboys cramping up at this stage of the season.
Interesting to know that Muddy Cowell strikes this season, 3 of them have come courtesy of counterattacks. It was evident again today that Muddy Cowell, he has the pace over on that right-hand side. And he provided a good finish as well. Tyreek McGee on the ball. Willis shoots from there! What a strike that is! Shavani Willis with his 3rd goal! He threatened before in this contest, but that was an absolute scorcher. 3-0 JC.
Threatened 3 times before this afternoon. Once in the first half, once early in the second half. Shrugged off the attempts of the defender to foul him and then lined that up. It was a rocket from Willis. Poor old Ricketts. Happy for you, Milan, you didn't get your hand in the way. That's brilliance. That's the force of personality and character from this Jamaica College team. They believe they are the superior team and they're playing like it.
What a strike. What a strike that was. Probably wants to get out of the way more than anything else. That was a bomber.
The kind of shot, Donald, and you wouldn't know, so I have to tell you, that you will feel in your foot when you're going to bed, you'll still feel it. As a non-footballer, I have to explain these things to you, my friend.
I play FIFA every day, George. I feel it in my fingers. 3-0 Jamaica College over Holy Trinity. I think it was over before. Yep. It's over now, I think.
The fat lady's in the first verse of her song.
Green is now on for Holy Trinity. Placing Curry Brown. There is Green. Just confirming the substitute. Green on for Brown. So they're switching the colors here. Let's see what difference that can make. Cole with the throw. Finds Jabari Howell. JC with the goal kick.
So when you played one team 5 times in 2 years, as JC have Holy Trinity, you've outscored them 11-1, never lost 2 of them, only one drop points a game, a 0-0 a draw in 2015. The players would naturally be confident. The job of the coaching staff then becomes to devise a strategy to get the victory and to ensure the boys are not complacent. The JC backroom staff have to take a lot of credit for doing that superbly well so far. And as with Jamaican football, of course, you weaken your rivals by poaching their best talent.
You know, the funny thing is that Tevin Rochester is on the bench. Tevin Rochester is actually on the bench. And Rochester actually did start for JC in this crucial semi-final. Ronaldo Brown is also of Holy Trinity. As this one is sent inside the box. Robinson got a header there, and the chance for Dwayne Williams didn't connect with it. as well as he would have liked. It was well high. Seems as if a former Holy Trinity player is getting ready to come on the park for Jamaica College. I think he's going to come on for the former Tivoli player who just unleashed the bomber, Shivani Willis. There you go. Gets a round of applause for his efforts, the number 4. Got his 3rd goal this season, and Tevin Rochester is getting ready, or has come on the park. Here's the goal from Shivani Willis. 1 touch, 2 touch, then the 3rd touch. Bang. For Willis, just confirming. Former Holy Trinity high player. Plays in the middle of the park, Rochester.
A yellow card shown to Burton for a foul on Ronaldo Brown just now.
Free kick taken by McGee, sends this one inside the box. Kevin Ricketts holding on at the 2nd attempt. Smith. Oh, beautiful movement. Here comes a shot over the crossbar. Jabari Howell.
I'm not blaming for that. Many people would say he should have slipped Smith, who was standing to his left. But Smith had already played the 1-2, teeing him up. Lovely back heel. Couldn't control the shot.
Yet to get a shot on target, in fact, for the Trinity.
I feel for Devon Anderson, because he looked and say, well, he was short-handed in a couple of positions. I feel for Shea Smith, who must be saying, imagine what I would have done if I had Malik Howell passing to me.
There you go. Taking a look at the Wolmer's contingent, getting ready for the 2nd semi-final. As Bel Nevis is on the ball, sends this one inside the box. Shot taken! Charged down. It was Dwayne Williams inside the box with a big opportunity. JC looking for a fourth still. Comes out as far as Queen Robinson. Robinson with a shot. It's high and wide. It's going to be a goal kick to Holy Trinity.
Good save from Ricketts just now, though it was a kick save. Almost like David De Gea. Wicked cross whipped in, flicked off the defender's head, and yeah, Ricketts with a big right foot in the way to keep the score line respectable. Number 10, Shea Smith, being withdrawn. He has had nothing to feed off, courtesy of the inability of his midfielders to get him into the game. He takes a seat, replaced by number 16, beg your pardon, Roger Welch.
Of course, can make up to 5 substitutions in this season of schoolboy football in Jamaica. And most of the coaches have made use of that opportunity to give a number of their players exposure, or more exposure.
This 5 substitution rule should have been in effect a long time. We're talking about boys after all, children.
Here's Roger Welch replacing Shea Smith just to confirm that substitution. Trying to get on the ball in defense. Kevin Ricketts collecting. get the feeling that Ricketts wasn't always a goalkeeper, but he was an out-and-out player on quite a few occasions.
Yes.
Of course, he's number 2 at Holy Trinity. Antonio Millington is suffering from a groin injury. Here's Jabari Howell for Holy Trinity.
Oh. Criminal first touch. And the man wearing number 4 for Holy Trinity just now, Fabrizio Burton. Simple ball played to him 5 yards away. And he couldn't bring it under his spell.
McGee.
Donald, this game has been so simple for JC that McGee has been able to take a little breaks while the play has continued, because he disappears for 10 minutes or 15 minutes here or there, then pops up, runs the show, relaxes again. It's so easy for him, so easy for JC.
Well, the funny thing is that he hasn't had a lot of matches this season, so he's getting fit at the right time, Terry McGee. So I guess he doesn't mind resting a few occasions. The JC number 10 for the kick to Jamaica College.
Yeah, he walks across leisurely, doesn't need a taxi to take this corner.
This is Antonio Millington, the regular goalkeeper for Holy Trinity. Probably has a headache now, but he really is suffering from a groin injury.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be pleased that he's missing out on the final game of the season for Holy Trinity. Corner kick to McGee, sends this one inside at the back post. Diving at that one was Dwayne Williams once more. He's all over the place.
Yeah, that ball was just always going away from him. Wicked curling corner and just ahead of Williams, so he couldn't control the direction.
Yeah. And so much pace on it, just couldn't guide it back across.
Another change being made by Holy Trinity. Number 19 is now on the park. That's Orlando Salmon.
Here's Jamaica College looking for a 4th goal. Oh, it's put away easily. Dwayne Williams on the score sheet. That's his 11th goal this season. JC pulling apart Holy Trinity on their way to the grand finale next week. The defending champions 4-0 up.
That was the only thing missing from his game this afternoon, a goal. McGee at the heart of it once again. Slips it to Williams, beats 2 players on the left foot. And wrong foots Ricketts from close range. First touch, shifts it away from 2 players, has the pace to get to the ball and do what he wants. Chalk up another assist for Tiny McGee. We could have had about 6 this afternoon if his strikers were sharp shooting from the first half.
His 11th goal this season. Dwayne Williams. What a one-sided semi-final this has become.
And apart from that 0-0 in 2015, this is about par for the course where JC and Holy Trinity are concerned in terms of the number of goals that JC have been able to find against this Holy Trinity team.
Well, here's Holy Trinity trying to get a consolation at least. Still trying to get an effort on target. Evelyn. Salmon. Still Salmon. Oh, showed some studs there, I believe. Plays down for Jamaica College. Dawkins switching it over to the right-hand side. That's a delightful ball to Dwayne Williams. Keeps it in play. Ronaldo Brown inside the box. McGee. With all the time in the world as usual. Looking for options, McGee. Now he tries to go for the killer pass to Belnavis. Belnavis finally has it under his control, then it's put into touch.
Now the change by Jamaica College. Number 12 comes on. That's Orlando Brown. And number 9, Donovan Dawkins. Will make the short walk. He's coming off on the far side, or does he see that his number is up? He does, and he's taking the... So he's off the mark, Donovan Dawkins. And Orlando Brown can enter the fray.
Very skillful player, this Orlando Brown. Dawkins is putting another shift for JC today. Robinson lays it off inside. Orlando Brown with his first touch, he went out.
Perhaps they're a little bit cold.
Here's the man Dawkins making the long trek around behind the goal. And back to the bench. Miguel Cole will be pleased with his troops today. He's a stroll in the park.
Well, I did tell you at the break that it was as if JC had a private game and Holy Trinity had strayed onto the park. So you know what, guys, continue to do what you're doing. We're not going to cause too much fuss.
Yeah, they almost played the role of sparring partners to a team, Holy Trinity.
Oh, yes.
Ronaldo Brown, he'd want to get on the score sheet. Williams doing a little bit too much. JC, they get it back through Rochester. They have dominated the possession, the Dark Blues from Oak Road. And making a statement with this victory, you'd think. 4-0 the score line. Again, ever so often playing the role of slow burners in each competition as it goes by every year, but they seem to just turn it on at the right time.
Yeah, you have some schools who will have a sequence where they're going to beat a team 5-0, 7-0, 8-0, and run up these big scores. Never JC. Always measured, because they know that come the business end of the season, into zone round, that's when it matters most. That's when you have to be at your best, and you have to have legs to be at your best. If you're not fresh, you're not going to get results. And they've been kept fresh by Miguel Coley, who knows this course to the title so very well, and his coaching staff.
Here's Ronaldo Brown, just manages to get a shot off.
Well, look, Tariq McGee isn't on the score sheet, but if there's been a better play this afternoon, Donald, I'm going to ask you to tell me.
Well, there have been a few good players for Jamaica College, but it's going to be difficult to name a better one than Tyree McGee. Howell has played well. Dwayne Williams has played well.
I'll only give minus marks to Ronaldo Brown, and that's because he's gotten 4 chances and not scored any. So he's the only player with demerit points for JC. Everybody else has been on their job, and of course their goalkeeper hasn't entered the reckoning because he hasn't been called into service.
There you go. On the ball. Orlando Brown wins it illegally.
I disagree.
He can't believe it.
I disagree with the referee there. It was very kind. Another change being lined up. Number 11, Dwayne Williams comes out for JC. So Dwayne Williams called to the sidelines.
Looks a little bit slight.
Number 15, Norman Campbell, comes out to replace it.
So Dwayne Williams has had a really good game for Jamaica College. He plays now by Norman Campbell. And Williams will have some time to rest and think about the final in a week's time.
Pity the right back or the full back who has to defend the Haley Williams in the final.
Here's Tyree McGee. sashaying inside the box and placing it into the goal. That is brilliant.
MVP step. That's it.
That was just magnificent from the number 10. Tyreek McGee gets his name on the score sheet this season. Jamaica College with a 5-star performance heading into the final.
If there's a better footballer on the field, if there has been a better footballer on the pitch, Mr. Oliver, I invite you to tell me. And given that you mentioned some names, you had the effrontery to mention other names. Tyreek McGee picks the ball up there, beats one, runs by another, runs by the third, and does that as if to say, Mr. Oliver, how dare you think of another MVP candidate? I am the one. Put that in your pipe.
Well, opponent DJ in Jamaica would say, I are the one. And he definitely is, Tyreek McGee. What a finish that was. And you mentioned the word stamp. Stamped his class. And stamped his performance this evening with that goal. 5-0 JC over Holy Trinity.
Number 20 comes out for Holy Trinity. And 2 more changes for JC.
Cole is coming out.
Ronaldo Ball is also coming out. He'll have better days in front of goal elsewhere in his career. This is his last year in high school?
Is it?
Yes. Hopefully he'll find his scoring boots in the final.
Orlando Salmon with the challenge there. He's come into this game to substitute with a lot of grit.
In this country, in this